I just put it right out there. I said, Tim, that's me, Mr. August.
Coon Rapids firefighters ringing in the new year with a new calendar. More on how sales will help them give back to the community. Plus, more than 24 people gather for a meeting to discuss police-community relations in Coon Rapids. But first,
a lot of interior structural changes have been made.
Upgrades at the Anoka Tech to bring talented students into an industry looking to grow its workforce. That tops CTN News this Friday, December 2nd, 2016. Thanks for joining us. Karen is off. After years of pushing for more funding, the state legislature awarded Anoka Tech more than $2 million to upgrade its automotive and manufacturing hub. The improvements, which are nearing completion, have been underway much of the year. CTN's Joe Nelson got a look at the changes this week.
I don't know, it just stuck with me. It was easy. I could understand it.
Anoka Technical College second-year student August Hillebrecht says he's known a career in manufacturing is what he's wanted.
My whole overall goal is to start doing setups. I don't know, someday, maybe along the line, I might own a shop.
Automotive and manufacturing instructors say they recognized a need for changes to get Anoka Tech up to date with the latest machines and ensure a quality learning environment.
I had actually done a proposal back in 2007. There was a lot of work on this end too with our administration to get that through.
Finally, last year the school was awarded $2.1 million in state funding. The automotive shop now has new LED lights, a new exhaust system, and new flooring. And the manufacturing hub has new classroom space, new machines, 3D printing, and a metrology lab.
Students here say the upgrades were necessary and they'll prepare them for their careers after graduation.
I'm excited to be here, and all the upgrades have definitely made it an enjoyable place to be and to learn.
A dedication ceremony Wednesday marked the near completion of upgrades to show legislators, staff, and industry workers what's been added.
Investing in technical colleges that get good jobs and good experience with equipment really does matter.
The biggest benefit from a student perspective is it more closely simulates the dealership environment.
We're trying to keep with dispelling the stigma that machining is dark, dirty, dingy, and dangerous, which it's really not anymore. It's very high precision.
It's nice to see see tax money get put into something that you actually can use, and I think it will be really helpful to students that come here.
In Anoka, Joe Nelson, CTN News.
Instructors say there are some finishing touches that need to be completed. They expect a stronger interest and higher enrollments as a result of the improvements made. Minnesota lawmakers will enter the 2017 session with a budget surplus. The new budget forecast released this morning shows a $1.4 billion surplus for the next biennium, which ends in June of 2019. State officials say Minnesota's budget and economic outlook remain stable despite continued slow economic growth. The forecast is released twice a year and is a starting point for budget negotiations at the Capitol. There is expected to be more pressure on tax relief this session, with Republicans now in control of both the House and Senate. The Anoka County Board approved the 2017 budget and tax levy this week. The levy is increasing 2.5% next year. Despite the increase, most Anoka County property owners will see little or no change to the county portion of their property tax bill. More than $40 million is included for road construction projects throughout Anoka County, including Foley Boulevard, Bunker Lake Boulevard, the Hanson Boulevard Railroad grade separation, which still needs state funding to move forward. For the second time this fall, a diverse group of community members has met to discuss police-community relations in Coon Rapids. More than 24 people attended Thursday night's Transformative Circle meeting at the YMCA. The group has been discussing how to deal with tensions in the community, possible solutions to issues, and relationships in a multicultural community.
We want them to walk away with a sense that, like, I have a responsibility and I have to be conscious, I have to reach out, I have to build relationships, I have to make sure and become conscious of how police are treating the communities and how the community is treating the police, so that both of us can come to this as invested community members as opposed to coming in and saying us versus them.
The first discussion on police-community relations happened back in September. The Transformative Circle Diversity Group meets the first Thursday of each month at the Emma B. Howe YMCA. The Coon Rapids Kiwanis Club made a heartfelt donation this week. 5 automated external defibrillators, or AEDs, were given to 5 worthy businesses and clubs in Coon Rapids and Anoka. They include the Well Sports Tavern, Chanticleer Pizza, Anoka Community Mission, Coon Rapids Baseball, and the Coon Rapids High School Nordic Ski Team. They were targeted for their support of the community and having the AEDs available to the public.
And having one that's portable allows us to be in a position where if somebody has an issue, we can, help them to the best of our abilities.
I've got these AEDs here that were traded in. They're like brand new. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just old. They still work, still save someone's life. So I said, I think we could refurbish them for about $400 or $500 and we could just donate them back to the community.
Each of the AED recipients have gone through the training and joined nearly 20,000 others who have been trained by HeartSafe Coon Rapids. There are currently 175 known AEDs available to the public in Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids firefighters are rolling out their first ever calendar for the new year. The calendar, which will be available in mid-December, highlights the fire department's involvement within the community. CTN's Jordan Rylance has more.
We're used to seeing firefighters in action, rescuing people, extinguishing fires, and keeping the community safe. But now, get ready to see them in a whole new light.
I just put it right out there. I said, Tim, that's me, Mr. August, and threw myself under the bus right away.
And with that, the inaugural Coon Rapids Firefighters Calendar was born.
It really started as a joke around the kitchen table, but after we started thinking about it, we thought, why not do a calendar for Coon Rapids and not only highlight the types of calls that we go on, but also our community involvement.
With approval from the city manager and fire chief John Piper, the shoots were organized and the firefighters were selected.
There's worse things I've had to do than spending my time with all the firemen in Coon Rapids.
The calendar highlights some of the community efforts the fire department is involved in, like their Fill the Boot campaign, a fundraiser for muscular dystrophy, Fight for Air benefiting the American Lung Association, and selling the shirts off their backs for breast cancer awareness, something photographer Jennifer Frismanis knows all too well.
I guess I didn't know the extent of what they did. I had bought a shirt in the past, the breast cancer, before I was ever a patient. I had bought a shirt to support them, and I thought, wow, what amazing. And then just happens that, I got involved in another way.
Pre-sale calendar orders have exceeded 140, all bought sight unseen. And for $20 each, your money is going to a good cause.
They're going to the Coon Rapids Fire Department Community Fund, which benefits various organizations within the Coon Rapids community and surrounding.
And if sales go well,
we'll see how this first one goes, but there could definitely be a second.
In Coon Rapids, Jordan Rylance, CTN News.
Again, the calendars are $20 each and are available online at runcr.org. Just click on the CRFD calendar tab to place your order. Order forms are also available at City Hall. The Bunker Hills Event Center is hosting a musical comedy for the holidays.
So only he took out a lighter and he said, "This is a candle."
A Don't Hug Me Christmas Carol opened last week and continues through January 1st. Much of the action takes place in a small town in northern Minnesota. The show's producer calls it a Charles Dickens Christmas Carol journey, only Minnesota style. The comedy also features plenty of music.
It's got 17 original songs, really fun songs like The Wheel is Turning but the Hamster is Dead, I Love You More Than Football, You Can Call Me Tiny, and of course my favorite, Grandma Cut the Christmas Cheese.
This is the 10th year the show has been performed in the Minneapolis area. For tickets or more information, log on to the Bunker Hills Event Center's website. The ticket price includes a 3-course meal. The season's dinner theater is kicking off the holidays with a sequel to one of their beloved holiday musicals.
I'm like a genie at your beck and call. You do the dreaming, I'll do the scheming. Shake hands with Santa Claus.
Three More Wishes for Christmas brings Tim Homily back to the stage to reprise his role from the popular 1993 show 3 Wishes for Christmas. The strength of child actor Sally Ann Hunt in the lead role as a little girl brought the show together.
People had always asked me, when are you going to do that show again? And so when we auditioned a little girl last year by the name of Sally Ann Hunt, we decided, wow, she would be a wonderful little girl to do 3 Wishes for Christmas. But instead of doing the same show, we decided we would do a sequel and call it 3 More Wishes for Christmas.
You can check out 3 More Wishes for Christmas, which runs through December 31st at Majestic Oaks in Ham Lake. For tickets or more information, log on to MajesticOaksGolfClub.com. A license plate designed by a Coon Rapids woman is now available for purchase. The plate went on sale Thursday morning at license centers across the state. This summer, Michelle Visas won a contest to get her artwork featured on the new Minnesota State Parks and Trails specialty license plate. The plate is $60 plus tax and allows unlimited visits to all 75 state parks and recreation areas in Minnesota. All proceeds will be used to support the operations and maintenance of Minnesota State Parks and Trails. All right, that brings us to the end of this show. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you back here again next week.